Hey, Buffalo peeps. So I'm here with my man, Durell Maddox. Durell is the resident missionary at Steps, and he is a man after God's own heart. So I wanted to take a minute to come on here and just introduce him, give him a chance to share a little bit about how he came to the ministry and what his heart is for that place. But I met Durell just over a year ago and he was introduced to me by some dear friends that I've known for very long. Now, I hadn't known Durell, but I actually knew his brother, Devon, who I
Mm.
had known for many years before that, and have a high respect for him. And then, so when I heard about his brother, I was like, oh, I gotta meet this guy. So we met, and I just instantly jived with him, felt that he was somebody who was genuine and had the right heart. He's been through a lot in his life, and he's able to bear those scars with dignity. Just watching him, from afar over the last, uh, you know, over the last year, I've been so encouraged by just how this man has really come through and stuck with it in a ministry that can be really challenging at times over there at Steps. So why don't you take that first question, Durell? Like, what drew you to Steps?
Yeah, what drew me to Steps would be the Spirit of God. God drew me here. It was not by my own will. To be honest with you, I was actually on a trajectory at that time. I was going down this path that I was passionate for, which was street preaching. I had everything else in mind, but what I'm currently doing right now. But the Lord presented the opportunity. And I pondered the idea, for a couple nights. A mentor of mine actually brought the idea to me, which would be the dear friends that you were speaking about earlier, Jose and Yvette Rivera. Very great people, man. Thank God for them. If it had not been for them being a vessel and opening up about the opportunity, I wouldn't have known about it. But yeah, I pondered the idea of coming here. I kind of actually combated with it for a while because I was so passionate about being on the streets, and God was using me. And in a profound way, I was able to see God do some amazing things in the streets. People giving their lives to Christ. I was driving Uber at the time and preaching the gospel while doing that. Um, but yeah, after pondering the idea, God ended up coming to me in a dream. And in this dream, I ended up in this house. And in this particular house, God spoke to me and he said, "You will go to Steps Ministries and take the position." So I wake up from that dream, and I'll never forget, man. I came here to meet with you, and you showed me the apartment, and this apartment was identical to the one that was in my dream. So after that, man, I was like, you know what? Yeah, this is where I'm supposed to be. So yeah, so I took the position, and I just went with what God wanted me to do, and I think it is actually the best decision that I've ever made because Steps Ministries has shaped me in such a way, in a way otherwise I would have not been shaped if I did not take the position, the humility that God has instilled in me, being here, the the relationships that I've built over this course of a year, just the passion that He's put in my heart for the streets, the intentionality, of being hands-on with people in the streets. Because the thing is that before I came here, I've always had a passion to be in the streets, and you guys were already in the streets. You were already doing things along the lines of what I was doing before I got here.
Right.
So it just basically put me back, within the confines of what I had a passion for. So yeah,
Yeah, so thanks for that. Yeah.
yeah.
And you are doing some street preaching. You're getting out there a little bit on the mic. So that's good. So what I would really love to know, just like, in what ways has God shaped you as a person there?
And God has He's humbled me. He's taught me He's taught me to sit in his presence. I've built a relationship with God here that I didn't have before I got here. There's been some lonely nights, you know. God has met me in a real way within this place. I can speak so much about how he's shaped me because of the way he's used me within the community, but I think the most important part is what he's been doing in secret that has been pouring out when I go out into public.
Hmm.
It's something about this campus. It's something about being here alone on campus. God meets you here, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like Moses in the burning bush. You know what I mean? It's just you and him alone. So yeah, he's shaped character within me. He's taught me to exemplify who he is, not only in public, but in secret,
Hmm.
because it's not about who we are in public, it's about who we are in secret,
So
you
true.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've met God in a real place here. My secret place has become something I'm driven to naturally.
Hmm.
By default, first thing in the morning, I'm spending time with the Lord, not out of routine or doing it religiously. It's because there's a real relationship there. There's a need to meet him in that secret place. You know,
Yeah.
it's as if I cannot function anymore going about my day unless I have met with the Lord first.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can say that being here at Steps Ministries ultimately has shaped shaped my intentionality with my relationship with God, the
Yeah.
way I seek him. Yeah.
Hmm. So just to bring this to a close, but are there any, could you share some of the needs that we have at Steps right now?
Yeah. Yes, some of the needs. When it comes to the needs, we need volunteers. I'll
Mhm.
just go into, a little bit of my vision. Can I speak a little bit about my vision
Yeah,
concerning
go
the
for it.
ministry? Yeah,
Yeah,
because I
please.
think a lot of that ties into that. I mean, my vision for Steps is to see God send a wind of the Spirit across the entire Seneca Babcock area. Why? Because I believe people in the community, they know Jesus, a sense of him being savior. They know church, but the majority of them have not experienced the real tangible manifestation of God's presence.
Hmm.
And what comes with God's presence? I mean, what the scriptures tell us in 2 Corinthians 3, if I'm not mistaken, that where the spirit of the Lord is, there is freedom. So
Hmm.
can it be that some of them within this neighborhood have not experienced freedom because they don't know the spirit that carries transformation, um, and liberty? So and also in the presence of the Lord, there's healing of
Hmm.
anxiety and drug addiction, and we see a lot of that in this neighborhood. You
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
where the spirit of the Lord is ultimately, I just want to see a building where we house Jesus and he is the center of everything. He is
Hmm.
the image when people come in here, not a leader, not me. They're not
Yeah.
driven here because of my performance, but they're driven here because because they know that God is here. Luke
Yeah.
6 Luke 6 talks about people trying to touch him and power coming
Hmm.
out from him and him healing
Right.
all of them. I want to see Steps as a place where they not only come necessarily to come see me or any other leader, but I want them to come here because they know the real person of Jesus Christ abides in this
Yes.
place. And that if they get a hold of him, they can get a hold of the miracle they've been praying for.
Right
You
on.
know?
Right on.
So yeah, it's just we want this place to be a lighthouse that would in a sense draw them like moths to a flame, We want to get the youth off the streets and build a safe space for them to enjoy coming to. I see Steps as a place where the homeless and the drug addicts and prostitutes can come and be counseled and
Mm,
free from those spirits.
mm.
I can even see this being a place where we hold soup kitchens,
Yeah.
once every 2 months or something like that. And I think that it's bigger than the Seneca Babcock area. I think it's bigger than in Steps Ministries itself. It's kingdom, and kingdom supersedes any humanistic understanding that we have.
Right.
I think the glory of God that when the glory of God touches this place, Steps Ministries is going to create what I like to call a ripple effect and touch the rest of the city. This way it won't just be about the Seneca Babcock area, but our mentality will be kingdom first. And kingdom, when you think about kingdom, it's not just about us serving an area, but it's about serving the world. It's about spreading the gospel to the four corners of the earth.
Mm.
So
So good. So
yeah.
good.
So some of the things that I believe we primarily need is volunteers and partners that will ride with us when it
Mhm.
comes to this vision.
Right. Yeah, definitely. So we're coming to a close here, and if you want to get involved in Steps, if you want to get to know Durell, you can email him, call him. Um, we're looking for volunteers. We're looking for specifically people that would be open to cooking a meal. We have weekly meals at Steps for anyone in the community to come to, and we would love for you to consider doing a meal. Maybe it's a group that you're part of that could do a meal together. And then we're looking for financial partners as well. The
Yes.
team is growing
Yes.
there, and the needs are growing. It's a very pivotal time for the ministry because it's undergone a lot of changes, but this is good soil to sow into financially. So, if you are, please, as you're watching this video, pray that if God is leading you to give to Steps, that you would do that. So thanks for watching. Have a great rest of your day. And Durell, great job you're doing over there with the team.
Thank you, man. I'm nothing special apart from Christ. It's all him.